You don't mind if I upload this to my channel too, dude?
That's cool. Do what you do. Here we go. Peace, peace, peace. William, aka the Orthodox Moor, with my brother Judah Natzarah of Torah Nights, and we're gonna sit here and build on some recent events surrounding some folly in the Moorish community and somewhat overspilling into the Israelite community and whatnot. Dealing with brother Taharka Bey and some positions having to do with the two ideologies, and also just folly within the Moorish world, period. But with that, I'm gonna let my brother Judah Natzarah build, because he wanted to build and breathe fire for a little bit. So I'm gonna let him build on whatever he wants to build on, and we'll just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? What's good with you, bro, man?
How you doing, brother? Hey, yeah, shalom to the Israelites. Well, the temple Israelites.
You.
Can you hear me now? Oh, wait.
Give him a second. Computer freezes up. It's all good.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yep, you good.
All right, cool. All right, shalom to the temple Israelites. You know, the Torah Nights Mafia, and you know, and I don't practice more science, but to the upright Moors, you know what I'm saying? Peace and shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. You know, me and Orthodox Moor, we're real cool. You know what I'm saying? We're on the Solar Vision Debate League. Shout out to Solar Mind and the whole league. Look, man. You know, I want to address Taharka Bey from Moorish World TV. Look, I'm talking as an outsider, right? So I'm not gonna, you know, I'm an outsider from the Moorish Science Temple, or from all the temples, right? So I'm gonna come from that perspective. So it's not really my place to like start. You know, I'm not gonna be trying to like reinforce things that's not my business. Don't concern me. All I'm saying is the brother Tavon Orthodox Moor is my dude. So like, I talked to him and built with his brother offline with Solar Mind and all that. So we're, you know, we're pretty acquainted with each other. And Taharka Bey, I always thought the brother was a good brother, man, a cool brother, right? And the brother has a nice platform and a big platform, and he's kind of a face for the Moorish, you know, for a portion of the Moorish movement, because you don't really see too many Moors out there holding daily or weekly shows, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, peace out, brother Lord Abbott too. He's a good brother, man. You know, anyways, I was watching Moorish World TV, and all of a sudden he comes up and starts talking about Orthodox Moor, you know, the host. And starts saying, this brother supports homosexuality and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. And the first time I done built with the brother, and this brother does not support filthy lifestyles. He put up Taharka Bey tried to send out a little hit squad on the brother because he knows he can't deal with Orthodox Moor intellectually. So you know what happens when brothers can't deal with you intellectually, the first thing they start to do is try to slander you. You can type in Judah Natzarah right now on Google, and you'll see something come up, a bunch of Judah Natzarah as a homosexual. I got 3 kids, man. Now, you ain't never been with no man in my life. I'm too aggressive against men to be gay. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, but anyway, that's not me. That's not, you know, that's not the point. I'm saying what Negroes do. When I say Negro, you know what I'm talking about. Not the upright man, the man who's walking upright. I mean the Negro. And Taharka Bey's acting like a Negro because he's being a hypocrite. You're going to say, don't use coarse language on my channel, right? Which is, by all means, it's his channel, right? I get that. But on the flip side, you're going to be a hypocrite and you're going to use coarse action. The brother put up a post, Orthodox Moor put up a post on his Facebook, and it said, "This is America." He was pretty much alluding to, let them do what they're going to do. It all goes back to even on the scriptures, where it'd be like, let the wicked be wicked, let the righteous be righteous. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing about it. Yahweh, or as you guys call Allah, you know, the creator, he'll deal with that. What's Orthodox Moor supposed to do? Start stoning people? If they're going to be gay, they're going to be gay. He's not involved with that. But Taharka takes it upon himself to make a show, run and talk to Orthodox Moor, me and Solomon, us building together, and this brother don't support that lifestyle. So why are you slandering the brother? Then you put this brother's, I'm not even sure if it's his family or not. That's what I was concerned about, because it happened to me. Dudes can't beat me intellectually. I'm talking Israelites. You know, they're Israelites by nationality, but they're Negroes. The Negatron, right? They can't beat me intellectually. Next thing you know, my children are up online and my wife, right? I don't care what this brother's matrilineal, patrilineal descent is. The brother's walking upright. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You got this dude. It might have been his family. You got this dude's family. I'm what do you call it? I don't know for sure. I'm assuming this is his family. You got them online. You acting like a Negron. Now, I was watching Orthodox Moor show, and he started going through. If I'm not mistaken, it's the this Moor Science Temple. What is it? I don't know, like the tenets of the Moor Science Temple. How you guys use Moor Science Temple and Temple Israelites. We have the same thing here called the plumb line. The plumb line is used to square up, to make a brick. In the Hebrew language and in the Arabic, it's labanah, right? It means you can't build a temple, which is the inward man, the soul, on a common. I'm just using this as this is not a hewn stone. If it was hewn, it would be in the shape of a brick, because you can stack bricks on top of each other to build a temple. Now I don't know what temple Taharka Bey is building, but I know one thing: it ain't sturdy. The brother's building a temple on a common stone, unhewn. So you can use all the nice language you like, but if your actions are that of a Negro, of a devil, what kind of temple are you building? Where's your plumb line at, brother? Where's your ruler at? You need to get your brick hewn. It means you need to walk right. You know the word labanah means to build. It means a son. It means to understand. La is to. Labanah, to build, to understand. Right? For building, to build that temple. What kind of temple you building, Taharka? Where's your plumb line at, brother? I guess you just tossed that out the window. That's all, right now, go ahead, OM. I had to rebuke the brother for that, man. I don't know what kind of Moors. You handed the Moors who follow you a huge L today, and there are other Moors. And this is why I'm an outsider. But I'm saying, as an outsider, as an Israelite, with a brother who practices Moor science, I'm an outsider. I'm looking. I can't tell y'all what to do. I can't tell y'all who to follow. Y'all got to do that. But what I'm saying is, from what I saw from Noble Drew Ali's literature, he uses the plumb line. And that plumb line is to get your conduct and your mind in a hewn state. Okay, brother? Taharka Bey, you acting like a common stone, brother. You can't build a temple stacking common stones, because all they gotta do is push it and they're gonna knock it over. Your foundation is shaky, my dude, and all the people who follow you and think that was cute. That wasn't cute. If you want to spar with the brother or duel it out, then you get in the ring and duel with him, or send one of your goons out. What you doing all this Negro activity for? You're not being noble, brother. You're always talking about this. You're the Grand Sheik and this, that, and the other. Listen, man, we got the same word in our language. It means like we even got Shalatan, like sultan. Shalatan means like a ruler. You know what I'm saying? Dominion, the mashal. That's our word for in the Temple Israelites. The mashal, the man of the allegory, the parable, the man of dominion of the New Jerusalem, the holy city, which is here. Are you a citizen? Are you a citizen of if you're in Islam? Are you a citizen of Mecca? Right? If that's your holy city, if that's your awareness, remember the word city, ayar, means awake or aware. It also means city. Are you asleep or are you awake, brother? What city you coming from, brother? You need to answer that. We know Taharka Bey is not going to answer this video. He's going to do more Nigatron activity. Now I'm asking you, what city you coming from, brother? I'm coming from a citizen of New Jerusalem, the 3D cube.
Right.
Coming from a citizen of upright conduct, and I'm calling you out, brother. What city you coming from? I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm sorry, OM. I didn't mean to be all wrong.
No. I'm agreeing with you. You good, Bill? Breathe. I ain't trying to cut you.
I don't want to rant. This is your show, but the brother's acting. He's acting
rant. Do what you do.
The brother's like giving the more. I'm not gonna. You know what? Take that back. I repent of that, because I'm not gonna lump all the Moors in with that dude's conduct, because I've seen Moors on the board. And there are other Moors who ain't with it.
Right.
They ain't with it. So I ain't gonna lump all them in. Just like I know y'all brothers ain't gonna lump all us other Israelites in. We're temple Israelites. Them profane dudes who are not in the temple, we don't deal with them dudes. As y'all call them dudes them dudes who are not walking upright in the temple, dirty Moors. Well, we got profane Israelites. They can't come into the temple with them filthy shoes. They can't do it. They get escorted off the premises. They can't even come into the courtyard. I'm just asking you, Taharka Bey, what city you coming from, brother? You know, what city you coming from? Where's your awareness at? You awake or what, brother? You know what I'm talking about. I'm tired of them knots and them riddles and them parables. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, that brick. You know what I'm talking about, that ruler. You know what I'm talking about, that plumb line. Come on, brother. We talking science and mathematics and geometry, brother. You know how I'm coming. You other Moors out there, brother, who don't agree with the folly, I'm admonishing you, brothers. Look, Orthodox Moor is a brilliant brother, man. Brilliant brother. Solomon calls that brother the Moorish assassin, because a lot of Moors don't even know where this brother's. And then to discredit, he's man. Wait a minute, no, where do I leave from? Listen, man, I had to set the Quran when I was like in my teens. I didn't see him act like a Negro. I remember him being like, "We are not Negroes or black." Well, Taharka, you acting real kashak right now, bro. You know what kashak means? It means black, wicked, ignorant, obscure. You're obscure, bro. What city you coming from, brother? What direction you walking, brother? Where you coming from? Coming from you elevating or you descending, brother? You're the boys out there who are gonna walk upright.
You falling down. No, I'm agreeing with you. Go ahead. I ain't trying to catch you. Go ahead.
No, bro, this is your show, man. I ain't trying to like rant, brother. I'm just gonna use.
No, I'm gonna get my breath in in due time. You good? You good? Go ahead, Bill.
All right, I'm just saying, man. Where your working tools at, man? Get your tempo right, brother. Get this hewn up, brother. Get that chisel out. Get that ruler out. Get that plumb line. Line it up, bro. Come on, man. You I don't know, man. Like, but you Moors out there that don't agree with the folly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? Y'all practice more science, but I look at y'all brothers as still Israelites, right? So that's how I see you. And I've always said, as a whole, the Moors act more uprightly than the Israelites. Because we got Israelites on some straight Neanderthal mind state. Like them dudes never got out of blackness, out of obscurity. They never got out of that. You know that in Moor science and in the temple, white means purity. And I ain't talking about skin color, because so-called white people are not white. I'm talking about actual white. Where your linen garments at, brother? Linen garments. You don't cover yourself up in purity, brother? Linen garments. Or you gonna wear them filthy garments, bro? Because that's how you walking right now, bro. You talking about the brother don't wear the fez and whatever. He don't have to wear the fez. If wearing the fez is acting like you, brother, I wouldn't wear it either. But I ain't gonna, that's not. I'm not gonna talk about that because it's not my business. It's not my place. That's for the Moors. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, you righteous Moors out there, you upright Moors. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Eric B. Moore too. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I advise, that's why I said we need to have a table, a discussion. Everybody ain't gonna agree 100% on everything, but what we do all agree on is what? Upright conduct. Right? We believe in the Most High, one God, and upright conduct. Right? We believe in that. What you don't want done to you, don't do unto others. That law transcends even more science in Israelite. I'm in Japan. Even they know that. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that's just universal. You know what I'm saying? You acting, I don't know, man. You acting like real hunchback right now, bro. You need to stand erect, my dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Walk upright. You need to be yashar, bro, upright. So, that's why we need, you other Moors, man, make it happen, man. There shouldn't be one monopoly on who is and who ain't a Moor. A lot of the Moors are on some elite, some, and I'm talking, I don't mean color. I'm talking here. They're on some black elitism. Yeah, you got brothers out there that have other nationalities as their women. So what? Our greatest prophets had other nationalities, women as their wives. The Most High was going to wipe Israel out and start over with Moses and his Ethiopian wife. Now what? She wasn't from the nation of Israel. My wife is Japanese. My wife's family on her father's side comes from the Fujiwara samurai ruling class in Japan. My little boy, you know, Patrick, on his grandfather's side, from this side is from the samurai clan, Fujiwara, and on this side, Levi, Israelites. So he's a prestigious bloodline. Now go put my son up. They're gonna be like, beautiful kid, prestigious bloodline. What you gonna say, bro? And Taharka, your son's a prince, bro. Yo, man, that's all I'm saying. I'm not talking about your kids. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta be examples. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all. That's all I mean. I'm not gonna act like a Negro. I'm just mean we gotta be an example for the younger generations of how to behave. And I'm not saying I act always upright, but I'm inclining to act upright. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we need Israelites who are trying to, like, you know, temple Israelites, Moors in the temple. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, my opinion, again, you can disagree with me. Noble Drew Ali, in my opinion, was telling brothers they were Israelites in a roundabout way for the time. You might disagree with me. That's fine. We're not going to agree with each other, whatever. I'm just saying, we have tenets, principles that are twins, parallel. Right? When I debated Lord Abba, it wasn't really got into it like more like a building session, because he kind of seen where I was coming from. It was like he kind of like, well, I can't really like disagree with the brother. We're kind of like on the same side. We just it's just, you know, it's the same meal. We got just different spices and, you know what I'm saying, different flavor in it, but we got the same meal though. We trying to get to the same place. One, you know, you know what I'm saying. We got different methods of getting there, but we're trying to get to the same place. So all the doctrine bashing and whatever, upright is upright. You can call yourself an Israelite all you like, but if you're a wicked Negro, you're a wicked Negro. It don't matter how many times you read this. If you ain't living by it, you're black. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you know, go ahead, Orthodox Moor, man. You know, I don't, you know, I got it out. That brother needs to shape up, man. He needs to get that plumb line out.
Well, gratitude. I appreciate your breath on that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Moors watching. Shout out to all the Israelites watching. Shout out to Taharka Bey too, and shout out to Lord Abba. First, real quick, I want to talk to Lord Abba real quick. Abba, I dug watching how what Judah's talking about happened, like where the debate turned into a discussion. Because I've been wanting to see a grown man conversation start happening in our community for a long time, and I feel like that, like you started turning the corner on that, and I feel like that's a big domino that you had dropped right there. I feel like a lot of good stuff's going to come from that. You know what I'm saying? Because we can build on a lot of stuff, man, particularly the Moors and the Israelites, because we're the only people talking in the community talking about we're not black, we're not Negro, we're not colored, and we have a nationality. Not only are we saying that, we're saying that we both have, like, we have a Hebrew nationalities. Either we're Israelite or on this Moabite side. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it goes back to a Hebrew lineage. So we got nothing to beef on, right? Like, so I really appreciate how you can see how even from the previous build that we did, the group session to where it was me, you, Taharka, Gideon, Israel, and the other brother, to where it was a little antagonistic to where it jumped to where when you dealt with Judah, to where it got real peaceful and you could build like men. That was a good look for the community and whatnot. However, with the Taharka Bey situation, when he debated Judah, there was a big difference. There was a lot of antagonism. You know what I'm saying? There was a different intention, right? And that's what Judah's talking about, right? Like, what city you coming from, right? Where's your head at? Where's your mind at? You know what I'm saying? What's your intention when you're dealing with this stuff, right? Because on the one hand, we can go back on Taharka Bey's shows and we can see him building with Israelites, for instance, like the Mighty Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Mighty Hebrew and everybody in his camp. I still need to get with y'all for some Hebrew lessons. You know what I'm saying? They were up here in Washington State, and I was able to build with them on a beautiful Shabbat session up here in Federal Way, Washington. You know what I'm saying? It was nice. Anyway, you could see him on Taharka Bey's show, and it was all love. They were building. It was fantastic. I shared that show all day. You know what I'm saying? Like I got no personal beef with Taharka Bey. I didn't yesterday, and I don't today. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? for as long as he says that Allah is Allah and Drew is his prophet, that's my brother. I'm obligated to love him, right? I don't, and I'll even say like this: I can understand his perspective in the sense I think he has a misunderstanding of my ideology, and I think because we haven't sat down to talk about it, that he's running right. Anybody who goes back and watches this show that he did recently about the imposters that has me and Taj and some other people and whatnot, he notes the fact that we had a conversation and that I reached out to him. I reached out to him after I believe my second debate with Imam Bashir, right? Because I wanted to know what he thought about my proofs concerning proving the Circle 7 Quran in the Torah, the New Testament, and also the Quran. Because to date, there's been no Moorish American Muslim to even attempt to make such proof, much less make such proof against an Arabic-speaking Muslim, right? So I wanted to get his critique on it, right? And the brother told you in his own video, it was a good conversation. It was a good conversation. So if he's telling you on his own show that whenever we've conversed, there's never been anything negative. If he has an issue with me somewhere, why not call me back? Why not come to me on the side and start building on whatever the issue is, right? We'll get into the doctrinal stuff later. You know what I'm saying? You made your video. I'm obligated to make some of my own, clearing some stuff up. Yeah. That's not going to be an issue. Like Brett Man said, I'm the Moorish assassin, right? You just made the hit list. I'm obligated at this juncture, right? I wasn't even trying to fight with you. I was trying to build with you on the side, yeah? And you try to make it sound like I set you up on a debate with Judah Nasher one night. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like real talk, fam. So go ahead and unmute your mic. You come whenever you want to on this, right? Build whenever you want to. You know what I'm saying? So here's the real, fam. So you had a debate, and the dude that you were gonna debate had to cancel the debate, right? And so Solomon hit me up, and he was trying to figure out who you could debate, right? And so I threw out Judah's name because I knew he was trying to get into the league, etc. Right? And so it worked out to where y'all could debate, right? However, Judah's in Japan, right? So there's a crazy time difference. I'm in Washington State, you're in Baltimore, right? It's easier for me to talk to Judah than y'all to talk to Judah, right? So we end up building, right? So I end up sending messages back and forth over topics and this, that, and the third for Solomon because he's asking me to, right? So I'm even building with you individually on the sides of Hakkah. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what the issue is, right? I'm not playing no side to no middle, right? I'm doing a solid for the dude whose league I'm in. He asked me to help facilitate something, right? So when people come up with the titles, that's y'all's thing, right? If I'm part of any idea making, I might throw out a suggestion one up, but that's not my thing. I'm not trying to play no side, right? I didn't give any information to Judah, right? Judah was asking me if it was okay if he got so. You know what I'm saying? Judah was like, "Hey, do you mind if I use this? Is it cool?" Like he was trying to be extra respectful. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I don't want to go too in. I was like, you know what? I told him flat. I was like, I feel disrespected if you held back because you knew me, right? I was like, if you want to go in on masonry, I was like, I've seen Taharka Bey do shows on masonry, right? I feel like he can handle that. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I want to see a Moor handle that. And I felt like you were capable of doing so. And I told so to Judah. So I was like, please turn up on that so he can prove as much as he can for the temple. I had faith in you, brother. I had faith in you. I didn't think he was going to crumble it. I told everybody too. I was like, you know what? I don't think Taharka is going to win this debate because it's his first debate. And anybody if on the first time on the clock, it's shaky. When you're talking on the clock for the first time, you're fighting a whole nother monster. You know what I'm saying? Time is a beast. And you didn't have the best showing you could because you were distracted. You tried to do the debate like you were doing your more short TV show. You were trying to watch the chat. You can't watch the chat when the clock is ticking. You gotta stick to your whole topic. And not only that, you were off on your topic, right? Like so I wasn't even mad at you for the topic you picked, but as a Moorish American Muslim, we confirm the Quran of Mecca, right? And the Quran of Mecca stipulates we can't differentiate between the scrolls. We got to confirm. We are obligated to confirm the Torah via the Quran of Mecca. We are obligated to confirm the brother's scrolls. It also stipulates that that when we're talking with people of the book, we have to have a certain etiquette about it. You know what I'm saying? That we're to come to common terms and whatnot. Unless they're trying to do us injury, then it's a whole different story. It's a whole different story, right? And Judah wasn't trying to do you injury. He was really trying to get clarity if you think about it, right? Because there's so much Moorish folly out there. Because like you're saying, like check this out, right? He asked you the question on the phone, which is the true temple? What did you tell him? Go ahead, Judah. What did he say to you?
He said, I don't know, and he bounced. And let me say it for record, when I watched Taharka's show, and he was like, Orthodox Moor was getting... Orthodox Moor didn't tell me anything. He was just like, he was like, yo, you trying to debate Taharka Bey? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it stopped there. Aleem Bey, I didn't talk to him. I had the paper that I was reading. That's what I meant. So I didn't talk to no Moors to have them go against another Moor. Like, first of all, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a country of the Yakuza, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like people don't respect, like, I wouldn't respect the Moor who was like trying to like set up another Moor for a person who's outside their principle. Do you know what I mean? Like, ain't no Moor gonna talk to Israelite to get at another Moor. Like, that's folly, brother. You hey man, I speak in metaphor and allegory and parable. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you shouldn't, like, come on, brother. I think you're just in a smear campaign because you always point the finger at other. I do it too, but I do it according to the scriptures. But you're doing it on a personal thing. Aleem Bey, he don't know nothing. He ain't a part of this. Blah, blah. Man, who has the true teachings? I'm just asking that. Like there are Israelites out there who say, there's a brother in my group. He's like, yo, man, every time I hear the Moors, man, they're always talking about this group is wrong, that group is wrong. He's not MSTA. He's Dirty Moor. This, that, the other. So we're sitting back as outsiders being like, well, I don't know who is teaching the truth. Right. So I'm assuming that Taharka Bey was in the MSTA. And he's in that direct, the Orthodox.
Lineage.
I had to use Orthodox. Sorry.
You good?
Right, but I thought he was coming from that lineal, that linear, that straight from the, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
he's like, I don't know. So now I'm sitting there scratching my head, like, all this, he's a dirty Moor, this, blah, 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 and you don't know which temple has the true teachings? Like, well, I don't understand. Like, let's just say Noble Drew Ali we're here today, man. He'd be disgusted. Like, I'm quite sure of it. He'd probably be rebuking everybody left and right. Like, yo, what's going on here? There's some deviation going on here. Like, what's going on here? What you mean you don't know who is the true teaching? Right. Or which temple is the correct one? So,
right.
But that's why I'm not going to talk on more science affairs because that's not my field. But I would love to build with brothers. Like, we're in a time of what's up is down and what's down is up and what's left is right and what's right is left and what's good and what's in is out. Everything is like backwards. You know what I'm saying? So Solar Mind and Lex Vortex right now are on there talking about the same thing. We got people who are like supposed to be leaders or faces of a particular school of thought, and they're not even that schooled. I'm not going to talk trash about Taj Tariq Bey, but I have seen him treat other brothers with like contempt, with like an elitist state of mind, and I'm like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what's up with the boule mind state? That's coming from me. Don't blame OM for it. I'm saying it. Judah Natzarah from Torah Nights. I'm saying it. Like, when I saw him try to brush off Imam Bashir and, whatever, I'm like, yo, what's up with this elitist attitude? Like, who are you?
Right.
And then, right, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Canaan Land Moors, and those dudes, those dudes don't have no bricks in their temple. Like, their temple is a straight mud hut. They use coarse language, filthy, like, just Doom dudes ain't right. But then I met other brothers who, I haven't met them, but I've seen other brothers who hey, I'm gonna just keep it real. Orthodox Moor is the only Moor that, and Eric B and maybe a couple others that are like, look, Lord Abba, they're like, look, let's sit at the table, you know what I'm saying, and let's have a meal and drink some water and wine, you know what I'm saying, like let's
mm-hmm.
let's have a meal. You know what I'm saying? Like gentlemen, like nobles, because that's what it's about. And the same noble.
On it. Speak on it.
My next lesson for my videos is going to be it's from Numbers chapter 21 verse 18. It says, "The nobles of Israel are the ones who dig the well." You know, the wells, the water is below the surface, right? And those are the nobles, the ones with their shovels out. They're digging, trying to strike that water, which is Torah. You know, which means they're looking for the deeper teachings than the surface level, where anyone can read the Torah at its surface reading or whatever. No, the nobles, they dig deeper. They're the ones who bring out, you know what I'm saying? Anything precious is always hard to find. The gold, silver, precious jewels, precious gems and stones. It's always deeper. You know what I'm saying?
And so, that's right out of our literature too. We got that same. We got a parable about that in our literature, bro. It says the same thing you're saying right out your mouth right now. And that's what we're saying, bro. This stuff goes together. There's no reason to beef. There's no reason to beef, right? We can be civil about this whole thing, Taharka. I'm gonna put the invitation out to you like this, right? I'll put some respite out there, fam. Check this out. If you want to build, we got to do it in public. We can't do it on behind the scenes now. We got to do it in public because you said it in public, right? If you want to build and get this thing squashed, I'm down. If you want to hit the gas, fam, I will rain fire down from the heavens and break down every lie that you told on yourself, because you can't prove that. I went from being gay to supporting gays, right? All that kind of stuff. You can't prove I'm so-called European. I say I'm a Moorish American Muslim of Maghrebim descent. Go look up Maghrebim. That's North African Jewish. They're Moors too. They're Moors too. I've never said that I'm a teacher of the Moorish Science Temple of America ever. I don't have a temple. When you ask me on air live what temple I'm with, I said I'm not with one. I used to be with one. You know which one I used to be with. We came from sister lineages. You know exactly who I was with. You can't prove that. You can't prove your doctrine of me trying to bring people into the temple in a certain fashion. As a matter of fact, what I can prove is that you knew I had a doctrine of, or I believe the concept of what the prophet taught. Sympathizers that can be in the temple, not as Moorish American Muslims, not as Moorish Americans, but as sympathizers. Anybody can get these lessons and reach salvation. Anybody. It says so in our literature. It's that these lessons were for the redemption and salvation of all mankind. It says that in our literature. It says that love, and that we're supposed to facilitate love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice being taught to every nation universally in all lands.
That's what it says.
Now, nowhere am I
fallen humanity.
Saying, nowhere am I saying that people of a European national descent come through our temple and become Moorish American Muslims. Nowhere did I say that. Nowhere did I say that. But can they come through and be sympathizers? 1,000,000%. 1,000. Brother, what is it? Judah, can you break down the kind of
you're breaking up, brother.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good. What'd you say?
Can you break down the concept of someone sojourning with Israel, like Negi, for instance?
Oh yes. In our temple, which is not actual temple built with hands, it's here and here. You know what I'm saying? He's not allowed to teach, but he's a sojourner. He can learn. You sit there and learn. You share a meal with him. You know what I'm saying? He can have some water, but he's not. He's a member of the group, but he can't teach the congregation, and he understands that. If he wants to teach his people the principles, by all means, we can't tell him what to do with his people. We have the same thing in our Torah. It says Israel is supposed to be a light to all nations. So like I said, we have parallel principles: Moorish Science Temple and Temple Israelites.
And so even in Taharka's own show, I'm in the chat section, to which You notice how he disabled the live chat to the video, family. So you can't the replay. You can't see the live chat because you got Moors in there calling Taharka out. You got me in there calling Taharka out. He blocked me on one channel. I had to go in on a whole back channel just to clear some stuff up. Yeah. And when I got back in there, he read off my comment on the video. Yeah. I said, our sympathizers not allowed in the temple. And he said, yeah. So what's your issue? I'm not saying nothing other than that. I'm asking, why aren't they there now? There's a reason for that, yeah? Because there's people who have an elitist concept like Brother Judah's talking about, yeah? The prophet had no issue with people trying to come learn, right? No issue. Everyone knows stories about, someone knows the story about the so-called sympathizer, for instance, who came through and thanked the prophet for telling him to take his money out of the bank before the stock market crash, yeah? Everyone knows that story. So why are you tripping on it, all right? That's all I'm saying. I live in Washington State. You know the demographics of my state, all right? You was just talking to a brother from Portland, Oregon, who said the same thing I was saying. And he even said more than what I'm saying, and you didn't challenge it. I never said they could get nationality. You literally sat next to a brother, right? And didn't challenge him on it, right? He said to you that they can come, that he was telling you a story about a so-called European coming through the temple, marrying an Asiatic sister, you know what I'm saying? Getting a L and or a Bey on his name and rocking fezzes and whatnot, right? And it was a Moorish American Muslim. I'm not saying that. Yeah, and the whole thing that you're afraid of, you put up a picture of a so-called white woman, right? So-called European, right? With the L or a Bey on her name, saying like that's what I'm promoting. Bro, you sat right next to a man who said that, and you said nothing about it. And it's on your channel right now. You actually are promoting that concept. I didn't say nothing like that. You ain't never heard me say nothing like that. If the most you can do is cite me going round and round with the cats that you know who are too afraid to come address me in public, because they know they'll get washed. They know they'll get washed. And all y'all cats know who you are. Y'all are the ones who won't let me join the actual official temple. Hear me now, family. All Moorish American Muslims in the game. Judah Nazareth heard me say, he's asking me, who's the real temple? I said the INC, and I can prove it. I can prove it via the paperwork. I said their doctrine is off, but they are the legal foundation. Their doctrine is all off because they changed from the foundation, and they told you they did so, just like the Council in Nicaea and all that type of stuff, yeah? But they're built on the foundation, yeah? And when I found out the temple I was a part of was fraudulent, I left them. I wasn't expelled. I left. You can't prove I was expelled, and I can prove I left and was not expelled. I can prove that 1000%. That's what I'm saying, fam. I'll give you one shot, only, and I don't even need to give you this one shot. This is an exercise for me in Islam. This ain't even got nothing to do with you. You don't even deserve this shot. I should just go off. Because every public encounter I had with you when you with Solomon on Solomon show, you got contentious with me, all right? So I don't even need to show you no peace, but I'm going to for my own exercise, yeah? So we can sit down one good time in public and get this squashed. If not, I will rain fire down from the heavens and there will be nothing left. You will have nothing but nettles and oil pits and thorns where you used to be.
And he has Torah night back.
Mr. People's Grand Sheik. Show me the People's Grand Sheik in Act 1, all right? And matter of fact, this is what people are calling him out on, fam. Act 3 of our law stipulates, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice must be proclaimed and practiced by all members of the Moorish Science Temple. Member is to put in danger or accuse or sister on any of that or sister because Allah is love. Now, Taharka on one video says that law doesn't apply to me, which means he's stipulating that Moors are allowed to lie on other people if they're not in the temple. That's not righteousness. But what he also said in his show was that I'm his brother. So it says right here, no member is to put in danger or accuse falsely his brother or sister. It didn't say another member. It said brother or sister. Walk around, all right? So I'm beyond justified in letting fire rain right now. And if you think I don't got the lightning at the ready, son, please test me. My lower self is begging you to make the show you want to make. My lower self is doing sujud to Allah, asking for you to do this show. You're 30 slides on me, fam. Please do it. Please do it.
Listen, you got Torah night. You know you got Torah night backing, and we get down. You know what I'm saying? The Israelite movement. They know we get down. We're that group that they're like, we don't play with those dudes. Just we got hackers and all types of dudes who just spend their time faceless and will get at you. So if I'm telling you, man, you need to take heed to what the brother's telling you and talk like a nobleman, one-on-one. And if y'all gotta air it out as men, yeah, it might get heated voices. Me and OM, we yelled at each other. Like that's what brothers do. At the end of the day, we hugged it out. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. I apologize. Like, yo, I'm sorry, brother. We
both did. Why? Because we stop and we reflect like it says to do, right? And we save our own souls alive by doing so. Because we stop and reflect. You know what I'm saying? Taharka, you can stop and turn around whenever you want to. Whenever you want to. But if you keep moving forward, understand I will hear the rustling at the top of the trees, and I'm obligated to go into battle. And I cannot stop until Yahweh, the Most High, stays my hand. So it ain't me doing it to you, it's you doing it to yourself, like how you want it.
Hey, I don't know if you got. Well, you know what I like too about OM is one of the issues I really have with Taharka Bey, not like necessarily like personal, but he seems to it's like it's like to a degree he's being a hypocrite, because if Moor Science Temple has the same working tools for the inward self, because I heard a sister say, I said lower self during my debate in my debate out, right? She's like, that's Moor Science.
Yes,
I'm
sir,
like, that's in the Torah. It said that Adam fell. You know what I'm saying? And he had to like work his way back up. It was like you have to you have to work the soil. Well, the soil is the lower mind state. You got to work it and get produce. You got to like bring your fruits and vegetables and trees and your plant life and bring it up. You know what I'm saying? You got to work yourself up. Yahweh said that he's like the land that I bring you is a land flowing with milk and honey. Well, you know that milk is sustenance, right? A baby sucks in, a baby drinks milk to grow to you know what I'm saying, it's sustenance. You know that honey is healing. He said it's a land or a mind state of hills and mountains. You know that hills and mountains signify governments. It also signifies conceptions. You know what a conception is? A conception is an idea, a formulation of thought. You know what I'm saying? A higher formulation of thought. Mountains, and they point upward, heavenward, elevation. He didn't say a low, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? But Taharka, you should know this stuff. I hope you know this stuff. You see the OM, he digs right into it. He's like, oh, okay, these dudes are doing knots and parables. I'm right with you. Now, my thing what I was saying is, OM stands on the Quran. There are wisdom groups, like Sufi groups, that know there's a surface level to the Quran, and there is a well. You know what I mean? When I say a well, you know what I'm saying? A cistern. There's a deeper allegorical, parable, metaphorical aspect to the Quran too, right? Now, the reason I have several Qurans, but my home is Jerusalem, so I'm coming from the Torah. I know the Quran, right? So I want now I'm asking. This plumb line here, it swings right and left, right? The word here is fatayah. The word fatayah means a cord. It also means to wrestle or to struggle. Wrestle and struggle against what? That lower self. Because we are inclined to wickedness. That's facts. Because we fell. That's why it's called the inward fight. In Islam, they call it the jihad. People be thinking, the surface Muslim thinks jihad means everyone that fights against Islam. But it also means, you're fighting against that inclination to the lower self. And we had the same thing. We had the same thing. We our thing is by Pharaoh, or you know what I'm saying, like or enemy nations, which those enemy nations are in here. I told Lord Abba that. The Torah is the book of the soul. That's why a lot of people can't get it. They get blocked out. They're profane. And I know the principles exist in the Quran. So when Taharka takes jabs at the Torah, he's taking jabs at the Quran. Would Ali agree with that?
Not at
because
all. Hey, real
not
quick.
at all. His predecessors were Muslims.
Real quick. Real quick. Can you wear plummet in the Torah?
Yes.
Oh, we're talking over each other for a second. Can you tell people where they can find something about the plummet in the Torah?
Yes. Ezekiel chapter 48 verse 30, Ezekiel chapter 47 verse 3, Jeremiah 17 verse 9, Zechariah 4 verse 10, Zechariah 1 verse 16, Isaiah 34 verse 11, Isaiah 28 verse 17, 2 Kings 21 verse 13, and Amos 7 verse 8. And then we got, not only do you have the Fatayah, you have the Fashatam, which means linen. And its other meaning means stupidity, degeneracy. You're fighting against degeneracy and stupidity. Like, that's why you have to line it up. That's why you're trying to make a brick. Even the Freemasons have stolen the principles from the Torah when they say the rough ashlar, the unhewn stone. Is that for the Masons out there who are more science? You know what I'm talking about. You know where they got that from. You know the Knights Templars are digging underneath the temple and they found our scrolls, and they just took the principles from the Torah and created Freemasonry. That's facts. So they understood that when in our Torah, when our city called Lebanon means whiteness. It ain't talking about skin. It's talking about quality, the quality, right? Black is a quality or a condition, a condition of the mind.
And we agree on this. White means purity, purity means God, God means rule of the land. Black, according to science, means death. That's our literature, family. You see how this all matches up? And real quick, listen, write down what he said about the plummet line, family, like all Moorish American Muslims. And Taharka, this is what I was trying to get you to understand about how the prophet dealt with literature, right? If we have the workshop and working tools of the mind in our literature in chapter 5, right? But when you go to Divine Instruction 19, it says that, like, so it explains different things, right? Like, so I'm going to go through a few of them real quick, right? These tools remind me of the ones I'm starting at Divine Instruction 13. I'm going to read through 19 and illustrate why we need the Torah, even as Moorish American Muslims, right? These tools remind me of the ones we handle in the workshop of the mind, where things are made of thought and where we build up character. We use the square to measure all our lines, to straighten out the crooked places of the way and make the corner of our conduct square. We use the compass to draw the circles around our passions and desires to keep to smooth the rough, uneven surface of joint and block. The temple listening part, family. The chisel, the line, the plummet, and the saw all have their uses in the workshop of the mind. Is it explained there? No. Without the Torah, what do we know? How do we know what the plummet is? What the brother just broke down. And I'm gonna go straight, because in our Circle 7 Quran, it says these events occurred before he was 30 years of age, and the events after he had risen from the dead. He appeared back to India, Europe, and Africa, and the land of Egypt, and made himself known unto the world. These events in your Bible. These are the 18 absent in your holy Bible. The prophet never, not one time said that is a corrupt text. Not one time. He claimed it, and I can prove you to, in the text and outside of the text. The brother just explained to you with his breakdown why we in our literature dominant line, yeah.
You still there, brother?
Oh,
okay.
Can you hear me? Yeah, okay.
What's that first?
Oh, okay. What was the last thing you heard?
You're saying that the same things in your literature, and then you cut out. The same working tools. You're reading.
Yeah. The bottom line is it what. Right. So the whole bringing the Moors and Israelites together. Moabites are in captivity in the latter days, and it's in the scrolls. It speaks upon this, right? You got Deuteronomy 28. You got Jeremiah 48. Yeah, go check them out. Yeah. So we're in captivity, right? It says that that the Israelites are supposed to dwell amongst us, the Moabites. Yeah, and when that happens, that mercy, right? And then Judah will begin to reign, etc. Right? We have a duty to each other, and we're bound to the Most High, right? We're supposed to work together, which is why what we're saying sounds so much alike. When you go check out the Paleo Canaanite and all that, like the Moabite stone and the Old Hebrew, it's the same language. When you go to all, they have a slight variation, but when you look at the Paleo Hebrew and Moabite, there's no variation. It's the only one that's exactly the same, which is why in our literature it says the Hebrew name is this, the Hebrew name is that. You feel me? So there is no beef. You feel like you got me all mixed up with somebody you don't even know. I took the time to call you. I'm asking you to take the time to call me. If you don't want to do that, fam, you got to meet me in the ring. If you don't want to meet me in the ring, it's going to be in the court of public opinion. And it's going to be even worse. And you can't not meet me in the ring. I'm the top Moor in the league we're in. Me and Judah are running this thing.
Pretty much.
Sicarii is scared right now.
He said that.
I'm 8-0 in it. I'm 8-0 in this joint. You are. Tell the Ahalazar to stop running. Put that KFC down. In this joint right now.
Deacon Hakkah hit me up about 2 days ago, and he was like, "Who is this dude?" And I was like, "That's Orthodox Moor." That's really all I said. I was like, "That's Orthodox Moor. He's a cool brother. He's real intelligent." He didn't respond back to me. So is there is there something going on between you guys? Like some beef or something?
Post he made it. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Can you hear me clear now?
Yeah, you're cool now. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, no, this popping up. He made a post about me falsely accusing me of being with the. That's no good.
You cut out, brother.
All right, how am I now?
Say something.
Shalom.
All right, you're like kind of fading in and out a little bit. I'll mute my mic. Maybe that'll help. All right.
My Wi-Fi is getting crazy right now. All right, cool. Can you hear me, or is it cutting out still, or what? All right, good money. So yeah, so Deacon Hakkah made a post about me that he had to take down because he was getting rebuked by Israelites himself. Same thing with Taharka Bey, right? So a friend of mine he used to live on my couch. I like down traffic for this dude, man. He got married when I had an injury and whatnot. And I couldn't be there for his wedding and whatnot, right? And so his wife wanted a surprise, came up to see me, and she came hella far to California. I'm in Washington State, right? She came up here and whatnot, seen some other people and just dipped by real quick, and she wanted to take a selfie with me to surprise him, right? So Deacon pulled up a picture. He actually went on the picture on Facebook talking all head like this is their picture. This isn't even my picture, right? Like so he's on their picture on their stream talking all kind of stuff, all kind of negative, crazy stuff, all Edomite stuff. You know what I'm saying? Me supporting enemies and stuff. He was saying like I'm with the white woman, and in the text of the photo, she's stipulating that she's there and I'm a friend of her husband's. You know what I'm saying? Like so. He made a public post that he had to take down, trying to accuse me of being with the white woman. a so-called Edomite supporting the enemy and all that other craziness and whatnot. And so I called him. I was like, are you going to apologize for falsely accusing me in public for bearing false witness and whatnot? Or are you just going to keep bearing false witness? And so he got called on it. And so Israelites asked me, so what's the story? What's going on? I was like, man, here it is. Blah, blah, blah. I explained it all on his post. And so they got back at him. And so he had to delete the post. Now he deleted the post without apologizing for it. Right. And so he wanted to get all crazy and debate on Sicarii's channel. I was like, nah, you're not going to lie about me and then have me come on your channel. What you're going to do is you're going to go holler Solomon, right? You're going to get in the debate league. And you're gonna tell Ahalazar to stop running for me. I'm gonna wash him up, then I'm gonna wash you up.
Wait, but Ahalazar's the leader. You might want to wash up Deacon Hakkah first, and then get Ahalazar. He's ranked number 1.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna wash Ahalazar first because he's been running. I've been saying Ahalazar's name. Ahalazar, you know I've been saying your name since we came through, right? Ahalazar tried to pull some joint to where, like, you know how we all talked on your channel, bro? Like, so Solomon, like I was asking Solomon to set the debate up and whatnot. He talked to Ahalazar and he was like, yeah, Ahalazar said y'all are cool now. Yeah, he don't want to debate you. I was like, cool about what? Whoa. He said all kind of stuff about Moabites and whatnot. He never took back from in the public, right? What you talking about? I never said we was cool. Hey, and Deacon, you messed up, because I even on that build, I was even talking your music up, I was bigging you up, Unfortunately, you stepped in it, You got obstinate about it. I told you, you got till Shabbat to apologize, You got that response. You got till the next Shabbat to apologize. If you don't, it is what it is, It is what it is.
Publicly?
Oh yeah, and I'll even take a private one, I'll even let you live on that one. You can send me a private apology.
Nah, bro, I want to hear. Come on, brother. I want to see this, brother. Like, I want to see some public, brother.
Either or, I was trying to actually be and try to see if we could build on the side, but you messed it all up. Like, no, now he's running. Tell him put the KFC down. Tell him he got work to do. Tell him I'm 8-0 in the league where, like, I debated, you know what I'm saying, Bashir 3 times and defeated him before you could get him to the second time. Come on now. Chicken bucket Negroes. Come on now. Stop it. Let's do it. Stop running. You know why you're running? And here's why they don't want to admit it, It's because I've been sent them all my sources years ago. They know what it is. I called them up on. I used to have a whole nother channel called Moor is a Canaan. Got shut down, right? I got so many channels shut down. It's not even funny. They know what it is. They've been seeing my sources. Ahalazar, you know what's up. We can be cool. You better tell your man to calm down. You better tell your man to calm down. You better tell your man to holler at me. Apologize. Because he put you on the line with him. I'm sorry. The whole crew gotta go. The whole crew gotta go.
That sounds like a brat to me.
I mean, y'all on the street corners of my area spitting nonsense, and not even my areas. You know what I'm saying? I had to call your boy out. You know what I'm saying? To where you at, right? So Ahalazar, we're from Hilltop, all right? This is where the Jakes are at, right? Hilltop, Lakewood. This is where the Jakes at. Why are you up up with the millennials kicking it at Starbucks in Seattle, all right? In metropolitan Seattle? There's no Jakes up there, all right? You got the city, but not where you kicking it at. Like, y'all are some latte Jakes. You feel me? KFC eating latte Jakes. Come on now. Like I told you, Deacon, I told you. Tell your man to stop running, put the KFC down. I'll come see you when I'm done at the kiddie table with rod in hand. And I'll take out your spoiled latte drinking ass. Come on now. You got those Shabbat, all right? You got those Shabbat. Check this out. Like, there's again. So Judah's at the top of the league, yeah, and he's only had to debate a couple times, right? No one's debated more than me. I got 8 debates, and one of them I ain't had to step in the ring for. Taharka proposed one and forfeited on the same joint. He's 0-2 and only been in the ring once. That's why he's hot about it. That's why he's really hot about it, if you want to get honest with it, yeah? But that's a whole nother story. I'm going to get lit up. I'm going to get fired. Let me calm down.
Wait. Before, hold on, because this is a question Torah Knights were asking. They were like, "Yo, you're like, Judy, you shouldn't get number one." I was like, I'm not really, you know. At first, I was like, yeah, but I'm kind of like thinking, like, does it really even matter? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just kind of want it, like, the truth to be at the top, and whoever's bringing the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so whatever. So I don't care if it's you or me or I thought other Torah Knights would enter the league, but at this juncture, they haven't. Ahalazar, he's an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Ahalazar actually is actually, he. I'm not taking shots at you, Ahalazar. But you do know the temple, but you keep saying it's Jesus, and you know that the temple Israelites, the Nazarenes are like, bruh, Yahushua was teaching the temple. He didn't say, I am the temple. He was teaching the temple. You must be born again in the mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know what I mean? So, but I was like, I don't know. And I was like, they were like, well, you know, Ahalazar is number one. And they're like, and they think you're gonna duck me. I was like, me and Ahalazar, we have a cool relationship. You know, we don't talk all like that or whatever. We were pretty cool like several years ago, but we just haven't been talking or building and all that. We're friends on Facebook. We still don't talk though. You know, and that's because I'm not taking a jab at One West. That's because One West, whoever's running that, was like, dudes over there, they're the truth. They can't be controlled. They can't be contained. Like, they're not compromised. They ain't looking for no money. They're not doing. We're just real. So there's nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't control us. But I still want to get that 2 verse 2. I was talking to Solar Mind. I'm like, yo, me and Orthodox Moor. My wife was like, I was thinking for like a team debate, Moorish Knights. But my wife was like, why don't you guys call yourself Torah Science? And I'm like, well, I was like, Orthodox Moor don't really like it's not really his book, so it, whatever. But she was like, yeah, but yeah, science.
No, yeah, it totally is my book because I'm a Maghreb. I claim Torah like equal. Again, as a Muslim, I have to claim it always equal. You know
well then more. Okay. Yeah. Well, Moorish Knights, Torah Science, whichever.
Hey, what's good with Saracens and Moors? You know what I'm saying? Because the Moors come from the west side. The Saracens, you know what I'm saying? That's direct lineage from Sarah, right? You know what I'm saying? So,
like, real talk. They got whoever is New Testament. I'm telling y'all. Remember what I said on the chat on the TKR? I was like, what does the Quran say? Call the particular Israelite group.
Right, the Natsari. Right.
Nasrani. It's translated as Christian.
Right, but it's Nazarene all day.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? You got Pauline and you got Nazarene, and there's 2 distinct groups. And the Nazarenes were living in the Arabian desert. So I was like, like they'd be like, her brother saying like, oh well, Muhammad was I'm like, listen, he was around Nazarenes, so I'm sure he knew some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was there. So when the Quran it says Nasrani, it doesn't say Christian. You know what I'm saying? And the word in Christian is not in the Torah, but the word Nazar or Nazare means protector or guardians of the Torah. You know, those who conceal or protect hidden wisdom. You know what I'm saying?
We got Nazarene all throughout our literature. How many times is Yahushua called the Nazarene, or Jesus called the Nazarene in the circle set? Like the Nazarene and Nazarite, the whole washing of the Nazarite, like the whole vow that they take, all that's in the circle 7. Do you notice that, family?
Yes. That's why I was like, yo, Black Jesus minister, Carl Israel doctrine, whoever. If they want to talk, hey. OM, and for all more sciences out there who are Quran based, y'all know in the Muslim world, Imam Bashir. Ask Imam Bashir what his name means. Bashir. There are Muslim women with the names of Bushra. Ask them what that name means. That name means the good news. It means the gospel or the good news. It also means the flesh or the meat. You can find this in the Torah, and the prophet Torah and prophets. You know what I'm saying? So what you gotta do is
as
talking
the
about
gospel of as the gospel of peace, the gospel of shalom, shalom,
which is wholeness of the mind, right? You know what I'm saying? That's that salvation, that wholeness of the mind, not that fragmentation. That's why I said, hey, matter of fact, I'm sorry, my illustration again. Remember I got the reed there, or the measuring rod, or the ruler. And the word is that there's two words for the ruler. The one is qanah, which means to redeem, right? Like you redeem your brother, right? Or redeem yourself from mental bondage, right? Or which is signified by ignorance or stupidity or wickedness. It also means to purchase or to acquire. It means a dwelling place. Qanah means like a dwelling place. It also means zealous. And the word madah means to measure. Right? Remember, this is the ruler, right? It means to measure. It means to extend, right? You don't want to be small in the mind. You want to be your mental mind state to be extended. It means height. You know that our Torah night symbol is knowledge, height, wisdom, horizontal, reflection, and understanding, which is the width. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, man, woman, child, so forth and so on. So, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So you got to use that, you know what I'm saying? To get your angles right, you got to use that ruler. So it also means judgment. You know what I mean? It also means raiment. Raiment means a garment, which is another meaning for the word madah. A garment, a raiment. So you know what I'm saying? Like, all these are all, we deal with symbols and allegory. That's why we be whipping up on Christians. Why do you think G-Con teaches differently now than when I used to watch G-Con up on Mason Talk for You? He didn't teach like that. They should just give long sermons. When we came in, we changed the game. We came in with science, mathematics, and geometry. Now he teaches differently. He did not teach like that. I had to
he still kind of does, man. He still kind of does, man. He got that whole he doesn't understand the difference between allegory and literal stuff. Like he got Jesus being a vampire. You feel me? He got Christians being a vampire.
Oh, but let me commend you, OM. Brother Paul, some of mine didn't catch what you did in that debate, and I think it was the first one. Y'all did too, right?
Yeah.
And you remember when you was like, you was getting him with you was like, yeah, man, you started going to the Torah, right? So you could tell he was uncomfortable. So I'm looking at him, I'm reading him, watching him during his round, and I can see his eyes doing this. He was reading something. So I'm like, it's not here. He's reading these symbols and things or whatever and trying to apply it to Jesus. Please never concede to Jesus. Jesus is not a real word. But anyway, yeah. So you can tell that it wasn't inward. He didn't internalize the water. He doesn't understand it. It's still like whatever, right? So he's doing that. And I saw you, OM, you was like, I saw what you did. You pulled the ultimate chess move. You was like, all right. You were like, well, we're not bound by the Torah anymore or by the law, something like that, or whatever. So, something to that extent, right? So when you did that, I saw that his whole countenance got relaxed. It was kind of like, because he knows that you deal with the science too, right? So when you kind of set that temporarily to the side, you can see on G-Con's face, he was like, because then he can go into Paul's letters, and that's his Greek philosophy, and he's comfortable in that. And then you went right back to the Torah again in the thing. And I was like, Solomon, you see what he just did to Weber? We were watching and we were cracking up. We were like, masterful move. So I wanted to give you props on that. Now, don't let that brother get you on topics they could dance around and do whatever. Like, never do that, because they will dance and dance and dance. So,
No, it was cool. What I should have done on that last one was just extend the round, because again, like I told you, like in the second debate, he was going to refuse to take the second debate because he wanted to change the title, because he didn't want to defend having to prove that Jesus taught Christianity in the Bible, because it's like, you got a weird view of Christianity. It's like, bro, I don't believe in vampirism, bro. Like, I'm sorry, I don't believe in drinking blood. I believe in righteousness. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't think about that aspect of it, because I knew I was gonna, like, the way it was structured, I was gonna have to. It was an uphill debate for me. and I didn't give myself. I like taking challenges, and I didn't give myself enough leeway on it. And I should, because Solomon gave me the leeway at the beginning. He was like, "Do you want to extend stuff?" And I didn't even think about it. I didn't give myself time to think, and I should have, because I still feel like to me it's a push, or I barely won that joint. But to me, if you really examine the information said, if I could have screen shared, I'd have blown him out the water, right? Like, even if you could see what I'm talking about, like, just like when you have to hold up your diagrams, you got to see what's being said. You know what I'm saying? I think that would have made a bigger difference than anything. But yeah, if I'd have had more time now, he would have got that same work. You know what I'm saying?
But you started confounding him during the back and forth.
Yeah, again, because yeah, exactly, because it's the same, because he gets lost on the allegory again. That's why I wanted your take. Did you hear my breakdown on, because we've never ever talked about the allegory of animals and what they mean and whatnot, right? In terms of the righteous animals and the clean animals that get sacrificed. Did you hear my closing round of how I broke down how Abraham, or how if you believe that Jesus is the sinless sacrifice, that there's no way that concept can match up with the Abraham and Isaac in situation, because if that was the truth and that was supposed to be like a foreshadowing of all that type of stuff, when Isaac got replaced by the animal in the thicket, the animal should have been a lamb and not a ram. You feel what I'm saying? And I broke down the whole concept of how the concept of Emmanuel, El goes back to the base Ayil, which is the concept, which is the ram. You know what I'm saying? So did you hear all that, or did, like, I would love to get your critique on that, because we haven't even talked about that yet.
Yeah, I heard it, bro. Like the Ayel is a strength or a support or a basis or like a, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, listen, all day we got the, you know, all day. I think that's why people are kind of like reluctant to like debate you, because they're like, well, if he's dealing with Torah Knights, then no doubt, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to be coming at an angle that we're just not equipped to, right? They would have to change up their whole approach. They're not going to, you're going to have to, like, there's a guy called Carl Albert. His theology is completely, it's not even, I don't know where he gets this from. But for you, at this point, you would have to take Ahalazar, because there's nobody else that's New Testament based that's up there, right? Mikael from Hebrews in the Hood, he's a good brother, but I haven't seen him debate yet, right?
I was going for Tazariak, real talk. I have my eye on Tazariak, right? Because like I was gonna, like, after we talked with Ahalazar, I was gonna, like, we didn't make a peace, but I was gonna try to attempt to, right? But like, hey, right? Hey, that's I'm leaving that one open till Shabbat. We'll see what Deacon do, yeah. we'll see how that one work out, yeah. But Tazariak can get that work whenever you want to, yeah.
Hey, Tordas are talking about that too. You have to realize this: dudes who are making money and have large followings, when they get cleaned up, it's like they got everything to lose. When you're like fighting for the Most High, and you're just doing it out of love, out of zeal for the Most High, you got everything to gain. You have nothing to lose. So you're gonna go hard. You got these dudes who are, I'm not brother Tazar, he's a good brother, but he's indoctrinated in a doctrine, in a dogma.
Right.
He's not dealing with science, mathematics, and geometry. He's not rooted in the Torah. He's just not rooted in that. So him, I'm saying that he may not. I hope you don't see this video, because they will run. I'm telling everybody right now. They're gonna find. Oh, we're busy. Oh
no, he's obligated. No, he's obligated. So it's set up with Solar Mind and Tazariak to where anybody from the debate league gets automatic direct access to cross the line. So when we call in and we say we're from the debate league, we get bumped up to the top.
Can we come in together?
We would probably have to prearrange that, but I'm sure we could.
Yeah, bro, you know how monumental that would be?
Yes, sir.
They do not want to see that. I'm telling you, hey, even Sicarii, because they're like brother groups, you know what I'm saying? That's one West.
They're one, right. I mean, like, that's not, and you can see, again, I'm with you, because you can see with Ahalazar, to where like he's hearing what you're saying, and he's right there, like he wants to like, but there's something that's staying in his mouth, right? like he's pulled back with something, right? So that's for the sincerity and like you could see the struggle. That's why like I wanted to be quiet with it. I was trying to work with him for a second. Like I was even telling Solomon like I'm gonna back off Ahalazar. I'm gonna focus on Khonsu and other cats real quick. Khonsu, I still see you out. But yeah, like so. But this whole thing with Deacon changed the whole game real quick. You know what I'm saying? But like I like with Taharka, it's cleaner for me, right? Because Taharka's on some whole like straight like no like you need the blood of Yahweh for the redemption of Israel. Like, all right, we got to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, because even as again we talked about as a Muslim, I'm obligated if I'm walking past the group of Israelites and I hear them teaching Folly, like I'm obligated. Like, no, that's not what the Torah says. I'm obligated to do that, right? And y'all are literally on the street corners in my area, even though you're sipping lattes with them. like I still got to go say something to you. You feel me?
Yes. And it's even worse. Listen, if these dudes, bruh, I'm calling it right now. It's not gonna happen. If they know you've been building with Torah Knights, and they know you're into the science, you're into the temple, they're going to avoid that at all costs. And because they can't teach it. They're not allowed to teach that because that's not their doctrine. That's our doctrine. If they do that, the whole Israelite world is gonna turn upside down and be like, so Torah Knights is real the whole time. I told y'all, these dudes can't see, they can't touch Torah Knights at all. All they can do is take jabs and be like, if you don't believe in Jesus, okay, I don't believe in Jesus. I believe in Yahweh Shah the Nazarene.
I know that's
now let's go. Who has the real Bashar? What was he had disciples, more than 12 disciples, by the way. What was he teaching them that he had to tell the uninitiated in parables? Because they wouldn't get it. That he was teaching in the temple. You destroyed this temple in 3 days, I'll raise it up. Bro, that's 3 degrees. But it's supposedly a sepulcher for a day and a half. So, he wasn't in a belly of a whale. That's an allegory. Noah's Ark. Solomon's 3-degree temple. The 3-day journey from out of Egypt to serve the Most High. The 3 annual festivals to appear for the Most High. You can't appear empty-handed.
If you want to get technical, right? The only 3 days, the only time that there was a Son of Man in the earth for 3 days, and there was a resurrection, Jesus hadn't even, or Yahweh hadn't even died yet. It was Lazarus. It was like you feel like so you have to go check the allegory, and when you go read the story, he gives a little breakdown to the sister of Lazarus as what's popping off. So just go check it out, fam. Just go check it out.
But they can't. You know that you probably never read this in the Torah, but it's like the Most High creates an invisible line where salt water can't cross into fresh water. You don't see it,
right? But
it's there. Well, that's the same way it is. When they try to like teach the temple, it always sounds horrible. Like, oh, we know this is Jesus. This is Jesus. Then everyone starts getting angry because they're like, we clearly know Judah, Natzarah, and Torah Knights teach the temple, bro. Like, keep it the way it's supposed to be. Why you changing furniture around? Where's Jesus in the temple? Like, bro, like cut it out. And so that's why I'm saying, like, if the Nazarene teacher was here today, he would be looking at them like he's crazy, like they're crazy. Like, I didn't teach that. That's why he said, many in that day shall say, Lord, Lord, did we not cast out demons and prophesy in your name? And we'll be like, I don't know you, workers of iniquity. Beat it.
Yeah.
I don't know you. You did not teach what my father told you to teach, which is Ezekiel chapter 43, verse 10. Learn the shape and the structure of the temple that they may be ashamed of their iniquities. Well, if you're an Israelite and you don't know the temple, guess what? There's no hope for you because it starts here first. The salvation starts here. These dudes are like, I'm about to just be a Christian, and you got to enter into the spiritual land first before that physical kingdom comes. These dudes don't understand that. They want the physical kingdom here now, but they want to be in a Egyptian like mind state, in a black mind state. Bro, that's not how it works, bro. Like the lily is our symbol, the shield, the lily. Well, did the seed come first or did the bloom come first? The seed, bro. You gotta start. It starts inwardly and then it comes outward, manifests outwardly. That's why I said before, knowledge was understanding. That thought, you thought about being with your woman. You gave her your strength. She reflected it with the gestation period in her womb. And what happened? She manifested, you guys manifested understanding that child. You know what I'm saying? Just the same way the Most High created all things. He thought about it. His wisdom went in his reflection period, and his understanding brought it forth in the physical manifestation. We do this. That's why y'all said man's made in the image of God. You can bring something from nothing. That's why evolution and all that's folly. All it takes is you use your mind, your reasoning, your judgment, and you can see how you bring something from. I want to eat pancakes. I just thought of that. Now I can go downstairs. I thought of it, right? That's my I thought of it, my height. Then I started to think about my reflection. I need eggs, milk, a bowl, spatula. Then what happens? I bring it forth. Next thing you know, I got a plate of pancakes. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. I thought about it, I manifested it, and brought it into the physical plane. That's God work. That's why I was like, the gods. I saw Khonsu and all them like, oh, this is New Age. New Age? What? I didn't say the Most High. I didn't say the angels. Yah said in Psalm 82:6, ye are gods. He told Moses, you will be a god to Pharaoh. You will be an Elohim. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And in the book of Genesis, it states that, it was like, they'll be like gods knowing good and evil. Or the word tree, the word atz means counsel. What is counsel? Counsel means information. Advice. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's why I'm saying, like, these dudes, they're not gonna. That's not just the Israel world. The Moors, the Moors don't. If they can't untie knots and riddles, they ain't messing with you. Orthodox Moor, they're not gonna deal with you.
And they can't untie knots and riddles. They can't untie because they're not going back to the Torah. Like they like a lot of Moors are in this weird thing to where they'll only use the Circle 7 Quran as a scripture, right? And you I just showed you with the plummet line, and you can't do it. It's not possible. Like the prophet literally only gave us some of the workshop of the mind, the tools, and broke it down. And you got to, he keeps telling you the Hebrew is this, the Hebrew is that, Nazarene this, Nazarite that. It's like we're all one family with that, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to beat the dead horse with that, you know what I'm saying? But I do want to say something else real quick. So you were talking about the seed and blooming out, right? And I'm just gonna again, this is straight out our literature, chapter 1, right? Man cannot die. The spirit man is one with the law, and while a law lives, man cannot die. When man has conquered every foe upon the plane of soul, the seed will have full opened out, will have unfolded in the holy breath. Come on now, same thing. He's talking about the three knowledge, wisdom, understanding, right? Come on, we got the same concept: belief, faith, fruition, the 3-step ladder of salvation. What you think is true, what you know to be true, and what you make true. When you are truth itself, right? Belief, faith, fruition.
Oh wait, what is it again? Because actually, the word amanah or amanah, it means faith, but it also means truth.
Right.
Well, belief actually means truth. So we have that. It'll be such and such was such and such cubits long. The word for cubit is also the same word for what, why, what, why, how, when.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it also means truth. It comes from the word aman or amanah, sorry, which means truth or surety, verily. Yes, verily it is so. So we'd be like, so be it. After you get done praying, you'd be like, I'm in, I'm on. So be it.
Right.
So it is. But
so
what are your 3 steps again, though? Can you repeat? What is it again?
So belief, faith, and fruition. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Bottom line, same thing. Belief, faith, fruition. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. So while we're talking, when I'm speaking, I bet you Israelites like, wow, I didn't know that Morse thought that. And while you're speaking, you know what I'm saying? The Morse like, oh, I had no idea the Torah said that. You know what I'm saying? And this is the point, family. This is what I'm trying to say. We're obligated to do stuff together because at the end of the day, we're Hebrew. These scrolls jump out to us for a reason. They sing to. There's a reason why we're the only 2 groups of people talking about we're not black, we're not Negroes, right? We have nationalities that come out of the Torah. What you know about a Moabite? Moab is never mentioned in the Quran once. So I'm just saying, family, what it is. Like, again, it says that when we come together in captivity in the wilderness, that a mercy will happen. A mercy will happen. And from that mercy, we get to see all the stuff that we're waiting for to happen. Like, like Moab will get built here, and then Israel will get slingshotted back home. We're obligated to do this with each other. Like if we don't, we're gonna stay in the same folly we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, do y'all enjoy being in captivity? I'm gonna leave that one out there for the fan.
Taharka does.
I don't think he does. So here's the deal, right? With Taharka, like Taharka is sincere in the sense that he wants to see something positive for his people, and I'm with that. I don't like when he wants to build a Moorish village. I don't think that's prideful. I don't think he's doing it just to do it. Like, I think he really wants to see see something positive happen amongst people that look like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's 100%. I don't think he's insincere. I just think he's sincerely incorrect. You feel me? On a couple of things.
His intention of that. Oh, I support that all day. I'll go to Taharka Bey's neighborhood and spend my cash there before I go to any other nation to spend my cash there. Fact.
100%.
You got my product. I'm gonna go there and spend my money
all day.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that all day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm saying, like, I think right now is you know, I don't want to drag this on, but I think right now is a good time for, you know, listen, man, there are a lot of more scientist brothers out there who we're in this internet age and everybody's not in the same location, right? And I think that the stance, the angle and direction you're coming from is just at a higher level of vibratory thinking. It just is. Excuse me. It just is. Excuse me. If dudes are running from you, people only run from you when they fear you. People only slander you and do these things when they fear you. You know what I'm saying? People were afraid of Yahweh Shah. The Edomites were like, oh, this dude's doing stuff by the devil, knowing full well that he was doing it by God. He was teaching the Torah, because, you know, that healing the sick, curing the blind and the deaf, those are spiritual things that he's talking about. Raising the dead. It wasn't no dead people getting up. That's why he said, let the dead bury the dead. A dead man was getting out of the grave, getting up and burying another dead person, going back. No, man. Because the Torah says, those who leave the way of understanding wander to the congregation of the dead. You know what I'm saying? So you know, deaf, dumb, and blind. Isaiah chapter 42, it says Israel are deaf, dumb, and blind. They're called the mashal, the man of the allegory, the parable, whether he's good, whether it's good or bad. When it's good, he's an angel in flesh. He's a man with a message and a business or a job to do. When it's bad, he's Negro, he's black, he's Nigger. He's whatever byword and proverb. Oh, you know, the Negro is lazy. He's shiftless. He's prone to violence and you know, you get blasphemed. The Torah says that too in Isaiah. It's like I blasphemed the holy princes, and they got left to the nations blaspheme him, because we're the man on the cross. We have to bear the crucible of affliction. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But yeah, let's not have it too long. I want to upload this on my channel too, because I think we should have. Let me finish my statement. There are Moors out there who may not necessarily belong to the MSTA, right?
Right.
They want to have fellowship with other Moors. They may not. They may be all the way across the world, but we're in the internet age now, where you can talk to brothers. I'm in Japan. You're in America right now.
Right.
We're in different times. I'm sure it's dark where you are. It's 2:30 in the afternoon here right now. You see the sun. The sun is shining on me.
Yeah.
So remember I told you, I was like, bruh. I was like, maybe Yah is using you to start. I mean, it ain't gotta be like a quote unquote rival temple to the MSTA. You can just be brothers who are centered around Noble Gerard's principles. And if you're Quran based and Torah based, then that's what your foundation is. Because again, Canaan land Moors, they'll tell you flat out, they don't believe in the Torah. So there ain't no getting along with them. So they're not going to get along with other Moors who believe in the Torah or the Quran because they don't believe in that.
And so here's my deal. Like, I'm not trying to start no new temple, right? Like the prophet, like my whole deal is I wanted to clean up the foundation, clean up what was built on this foundation, right? And restructure the way he structured it, right? But I can't do it. They won't even let me join, right? So I ain't tripping on that, right? So I don't want to front like everybody in this movement of Moors. They create their own new deal, right? I'm not trying to do that, right? I'm not Jesus. I'm not a prophet. I'm not Yahweh. I'm not Joel. I ain't none of that, right? The most I'm willing to accept is on some John the Baptist type stuff, right? So like I'm gonna go out to the wilderness and wash and teach other people how to wash, right? Because I can't stand not washing. You feel me? Like I want righteousness. You feel me? If nothing else, I want a city of refuge, a tent of meeting, something. You feel me? Like, because what we got right now is folly. It's folly all around us. Like, you had to dip from America because you're like, man, that's too much folly. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't getting no lighter. It's getting worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, if in the age of Trump, you be hated here. You be slapping cats left and right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, I know.
It's crazy. Like, so I'm saying, fam, like Taharka, Ahalazar, bro. I'd much rather build with y'all than beef with y'all. You feel me? Let's build, fam. I'm not. Go ahead.
I'm about to ask you, brother. You have to ask yourself. I'm not taking a shot at them. I'm just asking yourself, like, if in the event these people would refuse to do so, you know, is it because there's somebody telling them not to? You got to ask yourself that. My Torah Nights tell you flat out, Judah, you're being naive. Somebody is pulling the strings, and they're saying, look, remember I told you there was a chat with not all of them, major Israelite heads in this one chat. A brother hit me up and was like, yeah, the brothers voted you out. I came in peacefully. I wasn't starting nothing. I wasn't saying nothing. And all of a sudden, a dude found a chance to attack me and talk about my wife. Started doing it. I defended myself. Next thing you know, they all found that as an excuse to get me out the chat. So now my thing is, okay, no problem. Brat all of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Torah Nights. I'm not ashamed to say that. Any one West camp will wash you up. Because really not supposed to be, really you're not really supposed to be teaching. If you're not a priest. If you're not dealing with the priest knowledge. And we don't have priests yet. But priest just means a minister. That's all it means. A minister. So if you're not really teaching Levi is the top tribe. Levi is the firstborn in Israel. So even if you're not a Levite, if you're the word Lawe means to cleave or to join. So if you're not teaching the Levitical knowledge, you ain't really supposed to be teaching. Like in Israel. That goes without saying. You know what I'm saying? These dudes be following a guy whose father was an Edomite and mom was a Benjamite. So he claims, but he was a Herodian, a Roman citizen. And he told you already, he really ain't supposed to be teaching. But they follow this guy as if he's a priest. When Yahushua group and John the Baptist and James and all them, they had Levitical priests, Zadoks, who were teaching the Nazarenes. They had 3 Nazarene, they had 3 Levites and a high priest from Levi. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, these other tribes ain't really supposed to be teaching because they're gonna like steer the people astray. So, my thing is I'm getting, it's dragging out, but is someone telling them not to? Or are these dudes just gonna run just because they figure they got something to lose? They don't want to look bad. They would have to.
Right. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, that's that's it. That's
it. Don't to me. I don't even care if they're running or not. Or if I don't care if they got a bag. If someone got their hand up their back, nothing. I don't care about it. It don't even matter to me, right? Like, so this for the people. I'm asking for something public for the people, right? And to keep things in the bounds of righteousness, right? So the people can see who's doing what, how, right? How people are moving, right? Like, so if people don't want to take me up on a public call for peace, okay, then you know where people's hearts and minds are, because no one can see. For instance, with Taharka, no one can see me taking a public shot at him nowhere. You can't see me taking a private shot at him nowhere. Like, even when me and Judah was building, I didn't say nothing negative about Taharka. I'm not tripping. I got no beef with the man. We can disagree on a whole bunch of stuff, right? I'm not even tripping on that, yeah. But when I would prefer to build with him like a brother, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It's not my choice. My choice is to have peace, right? But here's what that means, right? If you want to keep beefing, right, That means I got to lay you down to have peace. Sometimes there's a peace that can only be had on the other side of war. Sometimes. How do you want it? I'm going to have peace regardless. And when I say war, I'm talking about with this scholarship and knowledge. I ain't talking about nothing else. Nothing else. So don't get crazy. Don't take it out of context. I'm talking about come see me in the ring on the clock. Get your information together. If you don't want to do this peacefully in public and sit down. Because again, Judah keeps saying, like when he was building with Lord Abbott, we can sit down and use platforms to build instead of destroy. We can build these temples of perfected man together. How you want to do it? I'll quit beating the dead horse. You know what I'm saying? Please go check.
Before we go, I wanted to add in. Do you know when you see a little kid at the beach? Some of my favorite sayings. You know, you see a little kid at the beach, and the little kid taking all his time, and he's building that big sand castle.
Yeah, boy.
It took him a long time to do that. But then you see that person come along and throw that cake, boom, castle destroyed. It's easier to destroy than it is to build. Do you know what I mean? It takes one swift kick to knock over that kid's sand castle that he took 2 or 3 hours to build up and shape up. You know what I'm saying? That's a principle in life. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to destroy than it is to build. But you know, brothers got to like set aside their pride. At the end of the day, we all ain't nobody. We all gonna die physically, and we're gonna go back to the spirit realm. Like it's in our Torah. It's in Moor science. The word spirit means mind. Rawak. Even in Greek, psyche, spirit means mind. It goes back to the Most High. In certain of our beliefs, that Yah sends it back down again. You know what I'm saying? Because we're on this wheel, this great wheel. Some people don't believe that, but you know, everyone's entitled to their thing, whatever. But while we're here now, we got work, we got labor to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's fight for truth, not for doctrine and my group or my following is bigger than yours, and I'm more popular than you. Because like again, I'm gonna say it again. The best things are always underground. The best hip hop is underground. The gold and silver, the precious jewels and gems, they're underground. The well with the fresh water, that's underground. Everything is below the surface, man. Philip told you that in his album, Beneath the Surface. You got to go deep.
That's right. That's in our literature, fam. You know that parable. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. But again, fam, like we got one choice to make. We can come together or we can divide. That's it. That's it. And real talk, like I'm tired as a nation not seeing our structure. Not seeing it like so as Israelites and as Moabites, right? Like we're obligated to build these 7 pillars of the temple, right? Like where can any Israelite go to a storehouse, a proper storehouse? Where is there a proper threshing floor anywhere? Where can I go to somebody's field and glean? Where can I go to the apothecary and get the anointing oil for when I'm sick? Yeah. Where's the temple colleges? Where's the city of refuge? And why are our people in for-profit prisons instead of these cities of refuge? You feel me? We got serious work to do. Serious work to do. Instead, we're bickering over nothing. And you think we're not going to get judged for that? You think there's no divine judgment for that?
There is.
Exactly. In the scrolls, people always thought that they were going to get away with stuff, right? But what does it say in our scrolls? Don't think that your justice is delayed. No. It's just like the Most High waits till our wickedness comes to a fullness. And waits till it comes to, he lets it stack on you. You think you're getting away with it, right? No, it's just going, all right. As the Father, I'm going to give you what you want. I love you. You want that not? Okay, I'm going to give it to you. But I'm going to give you the ass when it come with it too.
Yeah. Hey, let me say this too, before we close out. Chris Harris. You came on Torah Nights, brother. I let you on. You know everybody's already, you try to apologize to me. You don't need to apologize to me because I'm not emotional like that. You did a lot of wicked stuff, brother, but it is what it is. You know what, right? But I'm gonna tell you right now, the hand of Yahweh is heavy, and you felt it. Don't feel it again, brother. Don't start plotting and scheming, because I saw when I was on Solar Mind Vision whatever yesterday. I saw you and Amber on there together. Now Amber don't know nothing about Solar Vision Debate League, so someone obviously is telling her, and it ain't me. So you know what I'm saying, like you know what I mean, like so. If y'all, and I'm saying it now too, on record, because I don't care, because you know who we got waiting in the bushes with the night vision on, ready for you. We had dudes up there who only wait till Torah Nights, quote unquote, starts popping, and then all of a sudden here they come, trying to like be the rival group or whatever. You dudes are gonna have to. We're not even gonna bother with you. Matter of fact, we had people who were just gonna start barking on you, because they'll be like, "Where were you at when we stayed doing this? Y'all disappeared. Y'all tried to destroy the temple, and it's still here, going strong. We're up here, you're down there." The public totally sees that, these dudes ain't doing nothing unless they have some association with Torah Nights. So I'm telling you right now, right? We got dudes already being like, "Yo, Judah, man, you know this, these people, man. Come on, man. These dudes popping up out of nowhere, trying to offer advice when these dudes ain't been around. They ain't doing nothing for the faith. They're just trying to like use Torah Nights and Judah Nazareth's name to like get some light on themselves." Bro, we see it already. Don't play yourself. The public already sees it. That's why I said, don't apologize to me. Apologize to them, because they're the ones who are watching you. You didn't see it, T-Von, but there was a whole Judah Nazareth slander campaign. And then just like in a matter of weeks, the Most High brought all that crashing down. Now, Torah Nights is back up there again, and they are down there. Now, you see Judah Nazareth and Solar Vision Debate League. Now, here come all these dudes who was on the other platform that failed. Now, here they come. Man, the public's watching, man. They clearly, come on, man. This dude was on that platform. He was just Christian, like such a whatever. I ain't taking shots at the dude. I'm just calling it like it is. My dude, like, don't do it again, bro. I'm telling you, because it's gonna be even worse, bro. Rob racking you dudes, man. Like, don't try to assemble up now and try to act like y'all was always no, bro. When things wasn't going on and y'all wasn't doing nothing. Now you see people are paying attention to Torah Nights. Now all of a sudden here y'all come. Come on, man. When are y'all gonna pick up y'all's tools and do some work on your own labor, on your own effort? Why you gotta wait till we do something and then y'all come? That's the Negro's problem. The Negro don't want to help build the house, but when it's built, he wants to lay down in it and eat and party and have a good time. Nah, bruh. Get your hammer, get to work, bruh. If you want to help build it, help build it. You want to like destroy it, then when it gets built up again, now you want to come in and have a good time. Man, the Most High ain't. He's just gonna let the divine hand is heavy. Like all I do is act like our brother Mike G told you. I don't know why y'all keep messing with this dude, Judah Nazareth. Everybody that messes with me gets hemmed up. I can go down the list. Y'all all clearly seen it. All the slander and all that, whatever. Now look, all the people called in talking all that trash. These dudes are in retirement now. Oh, I guess I can't debate. Now that all of my enemies are trying to sound like me. Not even just me. Me and Torah Nights. I'm just saying, man. The public they're not fooled. The dum-dums, they're fooled because they're deaf, dumb, and blind. I mean, I'm not gonna be long-winded. I'm saying this right now. Brother, I know this already, but like I had a thing. I was like, you know what? The people that drop off the temple, do they know that Yahweh? Do they know what they're doing? Brother was like, Judah, man, come on, man. You say it all the time, man. You answering your own question. When these dudes drop out and do their folly, they actually believe they're still in the faith. They believe that Yahweh is using them. They think that they're deluded. So I'm telling you, like, sometimes you gotta step outside yourself and look at yourself. Like, is the Most High like deluding me? I'm telling you, you're deluded. When he says you're not useful anymore and brings you out the court and puts you on the bench, and you notice you're not in the game anymore, guess what? Yahweh's the coach of this game. When he takes you out, you're not really a part of the team. When he says, like, don't even put on the uniform and you're in the bleachers, you're not a part of the team anymore. You're a spectator. Like, you're not useful. I mean, I just wanted to say that, because I'm gonna upload this too, but I don't want to have it all long. But yeah, like you're not about to like get fame off Torah Nights, because we're not famous. We're not trying to be public heroes. We're here to fight for truth. And fighting for truth means the public is not going to like you. Now, if you want to be liked by everybody, then you're in the wrong business. Because building the temple, you're going to be enemies. Just like every prophet of the Most High was always, they killed the prophets. They weren't celebrating them. Show me one prophet that got celebrated. Where the people put them on their shoulders like, yeah, no, they killed them. They came against them. So any servant, whether you're a prophet or just a servant of the Most High, you're doing something right, they come against you. When you're wicked and you're trying to cater to the public and you're trying to be a friend to the world, the Most High finds you an abomination. That's just how it works, man. You know, I ain't got nothing more to say. But
real talk. And building this temple, we're gonna have to have the brick and mortar in one hand and a sword and shield in the other. You feel me? You know, it's like rebuilding the wall. You already know what it is, man.
Yeah.
It's time for that. And real quick, I'm a caveat on Chris real quick. So we don't know each other. I heard your build with Judah Nash, you know what I'm saying? I heard you talking about you was an Israelite, all that type of stuff, right? And you really just want to bang on people with the New Testament, this, that, and the third, and whatnot. I would love to sit down and build with you on Judah's show one good time, bro. Because when I don't even know you, your story, nothing like that. But when I hear you build, like on Solomon's channel, etc., you sound like you're halfway in between like some comedic atheism and something else, yeah. And I hear you opening your mouth about Islam a lot, right? Like, so I'm peacefully putting out this olive branch to you. Let's square this away, because for me, I'm a Muslim who confirms the Torah, yeah. And so you're obligating me the more you open your mouth to address you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm peacefully saying, like, let's not handle it that way unless you want to. If you do, the ring's right there and the league's right there. I ain't tripping on you. But if you don't, let's handle it this other way real quick, because it's gonna get real spicy soon otherwise. So
let's do that. Well, you know what we'll do? Because a lot of Torah Knights, they don't like Chris because of what he did, try to do to the team. So if the brother is willing to come on with maybe just me and you, because I don't want other Torah Knights on, because they're gonna start licking shots at him immediately. And they're grown men, so I can't tell them, yo, chill. They're gonna be like, nah, bro, Judah, step aside. Bro was doing all this, doing all that. What am I gonna do? I mean, they're grown men. So what am I supposed to do? But if I have you and Chris on, and I'm just there, like, just kind of just sitting in the back and letting y'all, like, you know, whatever.
Right.
You know, we can do that. And then if it comes to the point where it's like, yo, okay, we get Solar Mind, or, you know, whatever, or whoever platform, it don't matter. But you're right. Your position is, and Solar Mind, Solar Mind seemed confused too. Like, he didn't say anything, but I've never seen Solar Mind ever question anybody so much before in my life. I'm not accusing Solomon of whatever, but it seemed like Solomon was a little bit not really sure where he stood, because it sounded like he had 1 foot in, 1 foot out, while we're fully in the water. So,
right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, yeah. So, yeah, that discussion definitely needs, and the other Israelites too. They're wondering, because if you're gonna, like, quote unquote beat up on the New Testament, they're gonna call you out. Like, so are you in the Torah, or are you speaking it, or are you living it? Because there are hearers and there are doers.
That's what's up. That's what's up. But with that, I got nothing more to say. What about you, Ak?
I'm done, man.
I got one more. I got one more thing to say. Hey, Lord Abba, we all need to set something up so we can do some kind of round table on something. You know what I'm saying? Like, because real talk, we like with the vibe y'all left off with your last debate, like. Maybe even I can try to get with the Mighty Hebrew too, and try to do some like maybe big, like, or we just talking about some big stuff real quick. You know what I'm
saying? Those dudes don't deal with me.
Mighty Hebrew?
No, he won't. I'm not allowed. Like, there's somebody that's saying, like, he's not allowed on the platform. I can't. They remember I told you there's somebody that's saying you have to keep an arm's length distance away from this dude.
We'll see what's up.
Yeah. So I know he's a good. I talked to that brother offline, but we're talking like in the public. It's like Zion Lex. You don't see him say he talking trash. We got dudes in New York who are like, Judah, when you touch down and you're ready to square up, we right there. So if dude try to like do anything, any of them HOK dudes or whoever, whatever, they will get knocked out. Straight crazy and brothers, you know, and these dudes are straight from the streets and they ain't playing. Like, because I told you, I have family in Brooklyn, I have family everywhere. I used to live in Portland, Oregon. Salem, Oregon, McMinnville, Amity. I used to live there. East Chicago, Indiana, Gariana, Cleveland, Ohio. Rochester, New York, Newark, New York, McMinnville, St. Louis, Japan, Nova Scotia, brawls everywhere, bro. So you know what I'm saying? My arms is long. So, but yeah, you know, like Zion Lex, man, you know that dude. He's another one. That dude ain't gonna. He'll come on a comment board and talk some slick stuff. That's why you see Torah Knights getting at him. But he won't talk like a man and sit down and be like, all right, dude, let's build. You know, Me personally, there's somebody white being like with a yarmulke on, being like, you're not allowed to talk to him because if you do, you're gonna die. That's why these dudes, they don't say nothing. That's just what it is. You know, them dudes is puppets. Khonsu, I don't have anything against the brother personally, but he'd be like saying some slick little stuff. But like, I respect the brother enough to not try to bring heat to and stuff to Solar Mind's platform because you know what I'm saying, that's not the place. But he'd be saying some slick stuff. Oh, that's Kabbalah. No, bro, Kabbalah is based on Hinduism. Sephiroth means numbers and it means circles. Oh, I'm sorry, not circles. It means numbers and it means books. There ain't no 10 Sephiroth in the Torah. It's just not there. You don't see any of that in the temple at all. So don't say that what I'm teaching is Kabbalah. No Kabbalist would agree with you. He'd be like, that dude's not teaching Kabbalah at all. That dude, some girl was like, is he a Mason? He's talking too much. No, I'm not associated with Freemasonry at all. I'm a Nazarene. It's my obligation to spread the light to our people free of charge.
Hey, real talk. What the hell is a Moorish Rite Freemason? You feel me? Like help me out with that. And what I'm trying to figure out is if you talking about you a Moorish Rite anything, how come when we got on a platform with the UK cats on Black Ice TV 7, you know what I'm saying, there was a couple UK cats and us, you know what I'm saying, come from Solomon's channel, it turned into like a 3-on-1, you know what I mean? Like you jump ship real quick, you know what I'm saying? But Tron out of nowhere, Ephah and the Torah go together and whatnot. But like, you know what I'm saying, when I'm talking about Abraham traditions, you know what I'm saying, and we're over in the UK with them cats, no, it don't work like that. Out of nowhere, apparently Marcus Garvey, when he's talking about the God of Ethiopia and Jacob and Isaac, this, that, and the third, he means the pantheistic concept of the pantheon of Ethiopia. Like, what are you talking about, fam? Like, so I can't even offer the olive branch to you, right? Because you definitely try to play games, right? Like, so there's a game going on with you for sure, right? Like, so something's got to get dealt with in the public on that one. Like,
but who do you mean, concept?
I'm 3. I'm 3. You're 4 in the league, so that one's got to happen. That matchup, that's got to happen.
Why don't he put that voodoo up against? People are asking, where's Khonsu going to put that voodoo up against the Quran or against the Torah? Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
see, I'm not even trying to do it like that. I don't see, for me, like, so the moment. So here's what I'm saying: the moment that he said that for me, that his higher power was the same as the Most High. Now you obligated me, Khonsu. Now it's a whole different thing, right? Like I can't come at you on the versus thing. I got to come at you on the with thing. But like, so if you're saying it's the same as the Mo, because now it's a different thing. Now it's sword 9. Because if you're a person of the book and you coming at me crazy, whoa.
But he said he believes in some Ife something or whatever.
Listen to his debate with Chemtron. He's talking about his Ephah system, that is to say, like his higher power Ephah was the same as the Most High. Like and because they're talking about Olo and like his Olo. You know what I'm saying? Like so I can see where it links up. Because for instance, I'll say it like this, right? Like, so a free one for the talks a lot about like a lot of his whatnot, right? Well, there's a tribe, a group of the Yoruba who say that the Queen of Sheba descended from them, right? And so when you look at the Sabian tradition, and the Sabians were confused with angel worshippers and whatnot, right? But the Sabians would say, "No, we're just communing with them. It's a different thing." Yeah. So I can see to where like that in a bastardized form can be and I say bastardized because they're stuck in the literal with it, right? They don't get the full temple complex in the mind or concept of the mind, right? To where like they're still cutting animals, right? Type stuff, or they're still doing whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Like so to me, like I've always seen Ifa and all them cats is like Sabians or whatnot, right? And with that, like you can see it up in like to where it got into so-called the traditions that came to America in Jamaica and Haiti in the south in Southeast America. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at who came through, a lot of the Euro, you feel what I'm saying, in those areas. So like, I'm not tripping on that. So the moment you said that was the Most High, okay, you obligated me to a whole different stance. But now, like I said, if you are of that concept, we got to talk about the structure. Why are you cutting animals? All right, we got to talk. Go ahead.
And he's talking about, I mean, I don't know what book he's talking about, because he said the worship of dead ancestors, that's strictly forbidden in the Torah. That's called familiar spirits. That's punishable by death. So I'm not sure. I don't know if these dudes are doing that to avoid the debate, but clearly, like as a guardian of the Torah, I can tell if a dude's if the dude's faking jacks. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, bro, that's not in the
saying. I don't worship. I venerate. I don't worship. I venerate. Like, okay, can you tell me the difference?
The word venerate means to worship.
Thank you.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like
And then you say, then you say that you're right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go. You're good.
Oh, and you cut off.
I went on mute. Go ahead, Bill.
Oh, the word venerate means to worship. You can use semantics or flip that all you like, but all I have to do is type in venerate meaning in Google, and it's going to show you what it means. You know what I'm saying? I live in Japan, where they do just that. They worship their ancestors. You go into the house, they light an incense, they stick it in the thing. You can't blow it out. You got to wave it out or snuff it out. They have a picture of the dead person. I don't know what they're doing, but they clap their hands and bow, and they got like these little shrines all over the houses here in Japan. And then when you go out, they got these graveyards with all these marble things, whatever, marble grave sites. And they put food and drink and cigarettes and whatever that their dead, the deceased liked while he's alive. They put that there when he's dead. And there's a big crow sitting up in a tree, caw, waiting for you to walk away so you can go down there and swoop up that food you left for your dead ancestor. So that's what I'm telling dudes. Like, my dude, like, I travel. You're not about to pull that on me. Like, bro, I know what familiar spirits and ancestor worship and all that. You're not gonna pull that. My wife is Japanese. That's what her family does. So I don't know why they do that. It's not even there. That's not even native to their country. Shintoism is, which coincidentally, Khonsu knows their temple looks just like that. But it's a whole other story. You know what I'm saying? Let's not drag it out. Whatever.
Hey, Shorin, you know what it is. But even with that, so Khonsu would be like, well, we're not worshiping other stuff. He would eventually say we're venerating ourselves, right? And so even then, when you said that your most higher power is the Most High, well, you can't venerate us, right? And I know this because, again, like, as a Moorish American Muslim, we deal with the whole Bay El concept, right? We deal with Baal, right? But you're talking about Baalim, right? Like the whole, this is why all of us got kicked out the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was worshiping ourselves as if we was God. Like, go check out the whole demonstration, you know what I'm saying? Like, what Elohim are you dealing with? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Ambiguous. Like, it's always like and he said he's like, I'm a Mason. And they're like, are you a Freemason? No, I'm a Mason. So somebody was like, oh yeah, Khonsu he was a former Nuwapian or some type of Masonic Moor, I forgot what group it is or whatever. Well, which is fine. My whole thing is this: the dudes who were in the lodge. First of all, I know all your degrees and all your stuff because you got it from us. In the year 1119 AD, Knights Templars dug under the temple, the Holy of Holies, and found our scrolls. And they created Freemasonry in the 1700s. So the stuff they have in there, and the Kabbalah, which is created even in the Middle Ages and all that, man, I know all of that. That don't have nothing to do with this at all. You're not gonna all it does is take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of whatever. But the Most High doesn't exist in these philosophies. These philosophies are just basically like philosophy and witchcraft and magic and all this other kind of in voodoo, all that stuff, or whatever. Okay, that's what you do. That's what you do. But all I'm just saying, well, how come the brother ain't debating that?
Right. All these comedic atheist cats, you know what I'm saying? Like, they want to beat you up on your belief, but I don't want to talk about mine, right? Like
every time.
so, like I be dealing with like the Sarah Garvey, the guy we was talking with on the whole UK build, right? You know what I'm saying? Like two things are the Abrahamic tradition is good for our people, right? And so Tazariak backed out of the debate because Sarah would not give him a belief structure of like what he believed. And then Tazariak was like, I want to be able to debate somebody on what they believe too. Like it ain't gonna be just a one-sided thing, right? Like it was with me and G-Con recently, right? Yeah. I actually offered to fill in for Tazariak and Kalam, right? You know what I'm saying? Instead of actually having the debate, you know what I'm saying? They ran from it, you know what I mean? And they went to go beat up on ISUBK because ISUBK didn't want into a blind fight. You know what I'm saying, right? The whole time, Sarah doesn't want to deal with the whole authenticity of God because he knows I can actually explain this on physics and linguistics, right? And here, like, because yeah, God shouldn't be able to religion at the same time. I apologize, you can't. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't apologize that I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, so on that level, like how is anybody not noticing the fact that these cats are wanting to attack everybody, but not defend nothing, right? But not defend nothing, right? But on the other hand, in that conversation, bruh's trying to go in on me on the conversation.
OM, bro, this is, oh, okay. What to say? This is brother's live stream.
Oh, we back. Oh, we back. Okay. Ha, we back. I don't know what happened.
Somebody probably sniped you, brother.
So anyway, so when is what it is, bro. So well, Sarah was trying to go in on the concept of me identifying as Moorish and whatnot. After I was proving my point, he had to go say, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I got to go research this. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Khonsu a Moorish right Mason. Like.
Oh, and you cut up, bro. Still there? I don't know if anybody's watching. I can't. OMs, they can't hear their brother. All right. I don't know what happened to OM. Yeah, man. I'm gonna upload this to my channel too. Give me 1 second, y'all. Killer B. Hold on. All right. I guess I'm about to go. I can't hear brother OM. But we're gonna build. You know what I'm saying? Real soon. Yeah, but more is out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the brother I personally suggest to at least build with and rally behind, because he don't have an ego, and he ain't trying to exalt himself, and he ain't on no elitism folly. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're dealing with science, mathematics, and geometry. So I'll let you guys in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our brother Orthodox Moor. Shout out to our brother Solar. Shout out to the Torah Knights Mafia. Shout out to the Solar Vision Debate League. And everybody. Shout out to the Moor Science that are trying to be upright. Taharka Bey, brother. The brother gave you the stipulation. So with that, Jude Nazareth was out. You know what I'm saying? Thanks again for brother Owen for having me on. I don't know what happens to that brother, but shalom. Y'all work hard.
Can y'all hear me, family? For some reason, it wouldn't let me actually stop the broadcast. If you can hear me, I'm going to stop the show. If you can't hear me, I apologize. Here we go. Peace and love, family.